If you're anything like me, maintaining a workout routine can be hard. Let's be honest, most of us want to get in shape for aesthetic purposes. And so we're clear, there is nothing wrong with that. But deeper than that, we want to feel good in our bodies. We want to improve the quality of our lives. And overall, we want to be healthy. After all, health is wealth. I have been struggling to maintain a consistent workout routine for actual years. True story. I would get into a groove and then miss a day or two. Next thing I know, it's been 4 years since I've picked up a dumbbell or set foot inside of a gym. I knew you were about to die. After several inconsistent sprints of wall Pilates, YouTube workouts, and strength training, I decided to give myself a fitness goal. 14 consecutive days of 20 minutes on the StairMaster. No days off, no excuses. 20 minutes is approximately 1.39% of a 24-hour day. If I can't dedicate less than 2% of my day to building a stronger, healthier body, do I even deserve to have one? So here's the scoop on how my 14-day StairMaster challenge went. Let's get into it. This is my 150-pound body, and that's okay. It's okay to have belly. I just don't want it. That's what we're working with. So midsection is mainly what I'm trying to get rid of. Cinch that waist, tuck in this tummy, get some ab definition happening, but also tone up these arms, right? Tone up these arms, tone up this back. Quick disclaimer, I originally completed this challenge with 30 minutes a day on the StairMaster for 21 days. So what made me want to do it again for a shorter period of time and with lower increments? Well, my maximum speed during my original challenge was at a 4. So while the lower intervals better targeted my muscles, my goal was cardio and weight loss. So I decided to do it again, and I decided to do it more effectively. After not owning a scale for over a decade, suddenly I was stepping onto one daily, hoping to watch the pounds fall off. Okay, today is day 1 of my 21-day challenge. My goal within the next 3 weeks is to lose a minimum of 10 pounds. So let's see where we are on day 1, what that starting weight is. All right, 134, what? 153.4. I started doing something I've never really done before, which was obsessing over losing weight. But day after day, the scale was doing the mannequin challenge. It did not move. I don't say this to sound arrogant. Most things, I can typically figure things out with ease. When I start feeling a little bit of resistance, I can easily get discouraged. But the juxtaposition is that I'm also resilient. Instead of giving up, I decided to take a different approach. Originally, my initial goal was to lose 10 pounds, but I decided to do it by taking the path of least resistance. No calorie counting, no carbs, no sugar. Just good old-fashioned protein, vegetables, and cardio. My choice of breakfast was relatively redundant: turkey, bacon, eggs, fruit. My lunches and dinners mainly consisted of chicken or salmon and some kind of salad or green on the side. You get the gist, no carbs. And paper plate police, stand down. I'm not washing no unnecessary dishes. In sharing news about my challenge, I actually had 2 friends join, which certainly kept me motivated on the nights I was dragging my feet to the gym. Now that I think about it, anytime I've done a challenge with a friend or a family member, it absolutely gave me that extra oomph to push through. Fitness community can be very important. One of the major differences in doing this 14-day challenge versus 21 and doing 20 minutes versus 30 is that I increased the intervals. So whereas before my maximum speed was 4, this time around my minimum speed had to stay at 4. That means I was moving a lot faster, getting my heart rate up a lot higher, and burning more calories. I think. I don't know much about fitness. I certainly had days where I got up to the intensity of 5 or 6. And baby, it was not for the faint of heart, okay? A phrase I've adopted is small actions, big impact. A little bit of something every day goes a long way over time. I started implementing habits like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, and also began taking daily walks, mainly after my final meal for the night. I moved the scale out of my sight and shifted my goal to looking and feeling good in my body rather than what those numbers were saying. Day 14 of 14 officially completed. So proud of myself. I did that. While the girl math was not mathing on the scale, some things I did notice. I'm getting stronger and I feel more fit. I could do longer intervals on the StairMaster without having to pause and take breaks to catch my breath. My stamina and endurance are definitely being built, and I'm a lot less winded. By the grace of God, I have good genetics, but I was severely out of shape. I'm talking out of breath walking down the steps. And by the end of my first week, I was able to sprint on the treadmill from 90 seconds to 2 minutes, whereas before I was tapping out at about 30 seconds. So definitely getting more fit and a lot more strong. I didn't lose any weight. However, I certainly built the momentum to continue my fitness journey. One thing I've learned about myself within this last year is that I thrive in challenges. A StairMaster challenge, a 28-day wall Pilates, a vegetarian diet. My brain finds pleasure in knowing exactly what I'm doing for a set period of time, with parameters and an end date. It's like I have to have something that I'm working toward. While ideally, I'd like to have a life that reflects health and wellness, more realistically, I thrive in sprints. What works for me, I found, are periods of setting workout goals, achieving them, and moving on to the next, versus a more mundane and probably structured approach of going to the gym Monday to Friday. If a structured workout routine isn't your jam, I see you. And trust me, give a fitness challenge a try. Enlist some friends to keep each other motivated. Create a visible tracker so that you can see your progress and growth in real time. This can look like anything from an Excel spreadsheet or checking off the date on a calendar. And reward yourself for meeting your goal. Positive reinforcement is going to do it every time. Trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for my next challenge. Peace.